Housing at Susquehanna University has changed, and we have the inside scoop as to how this works and what the students think of it.
Sydney Costa, Vice President and Choreographer for Dance Corps, tells us about her lyrical class and how the song and music video inspired this dance.
D3 week was this past week at Susquehanna University, and we talked to some of our very own SU athletes to see why they chose D3. Good morning, Susquehanna. I'm Carolyn Brown.
And I'm Nicole Kelly. Let's get into our first story. We have Erica Kurtz to tell us all about the new housing changes here at Susquehanna over at 18th Street Commons.
Thanks, Nicole. Susquehanna has undergone many changes in the past 3 years for housing with the purchase of 18th Street Commons, a low-income housing development. The school essentially took away all off-campus housing for upperclassmen students. The school was able to house all students on campus, and this is where the problems began. From this point, the university is now working to make the new situation a positive one for all students, primarily upperclassmen. As students are pushing for more independence and only 300 students out of 500 seniors are able to live in 18th Street Commons, there's been a push to guarantee those spots to seniors.
Regardless of what the average lottery numbers are, the first tier is going to be pure seniors, and then the next tier would be seniors and juniors, and and so on and so forth down the line.
For those underclassmen not fortunate enough to make the first or second tier, they'll be stuck in traditional dorms.
We have good GPAs, and it kind of sucks that that doesn't really, it's not part of any of that.
Residents Life confirmed that no honor system based off of GPAs can come into place due to discriminating against those students with disabilities.
And I feel like other schools have a little bit more places to live. They also have the off-campus housing unlike us, but
you get to handle certain responsibilities such as paying utilities and paying rent, and that provides you a safe atmosphere to do that where you have a little bit more support.
Students who live in 18th Street Commons and Liberty Alley are able to forego a meal plan, giving them more options to be independent, but this does come as a price as party situations are becoming more of a problem at Susquehanna.
Parties are a part of college, everybody knows that. So I think they're not essential, but they're college.
You have to anticipate just larger volume of people, more problems.
18th Street Commons is now the place to hold parties here at Susquehanna University, but bordering the development are both the school and a residential area.
And asked to come to the selection night, and then we called groups up in the order of their average lottery number, and they were able to look at floor plans and choose their specific location themselves.
Through all of these issues, the school is still trying to make the selection process a positive experience. The school is working very hard to make this experience a positive one, but as you can see, many students still feel the process is not there yet.
It seems as if the changes to the housing process are all fairly new. Has there been time to see if they can truly work?
Not yet. This is the first time that the school has been able to put many of these changes into place, but the school is willing to take any suggestions that they may have and is working on growing in their Residence Life department.
Thank you, Erica. Our next story is about the Career Center here on campus. Nicole got a chance to talk to Whitney Purcell about the services they provide. Let's take a look.
This is Nicole Kelly reporting from Fisher Hall, where today I had the opportunity to sit with Whitney Purcell, Assistant Director of the Career Development Center, and speak to her about the benefits and opportunities provided for students here at Susquehanna. One of the myths on campus is that you must be a senior in order to set up an appointment. But what I learned today is that the Career Development Office is helpful for everyone.
With all of our students, we really encourage them when they start at Susquehanna University to think about career development in a 4-year timeline. So for their first year, we really encourage our students to explore, get to know opportunities on campus, think about your major, explore your own interests. In the sophomore year, we really encourage students to continue and build those relationships with clubs, with staff, with faculty on campus. Build up your academics. GPA matters to employers. In your junior year, we really want you to focus in. So we've kind of done the funnel out, and now we want to narrow back in for the professional development career. Think about a specific internship or experiential opportunity that shows that you know the keywords of the field. Do a job shadowing with someone that you know from home. Go in for a day or two and really focus in on, here's what I want to do and here's how I get there. And then in your senior year, we highly encourage you to launch. Take all the experiences you've had, put them into practice, think about the stories that you want to tell about those experiences, and then go out and be successful in your first destination.
Students can stop in between 2 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday for quick question hours. Or they can call in to set up an appointment to get help writing cover letters, to have their resume reviewed, to go on a mock interview, or to take a personality profile assessment. All services are free and will surely help with your future plans. Back to you guys at the studio.
The Career Center is a great service here on campus that everyone should take advantage of.
Work study is a great way to get a job on campus. One of our reporters, Brian Kelly, went more into depth on how that whole process works.
With the end of the semester just around the corner, students nationwide are headed back to school, and here at Susquehanna University, things are no different. Our small liberal arts college, situated in central PA's small college town of Selinsgrove, is made up of just around 2,100 undergraduate students. With many graduating seniors pursuing graduate schools and full-time, degree-specific work and positions, we wanted to find out just how many people are not just getting their diploma in college, but are also building up their resumes with work now rather than later. We're talking about federal work study. Take a look at this. If you don't know what federal work study is, you can check out the Department of Education website to see that federal work study provides part-time jobs for undergraduate and graduate students with financial need, allowing them to earn money to help pay education expenses. I spoke with Brent Wallish, who serves as Susquehanna University's Assistant Director of Financial Aid, to learn more about federal work study here on campus.
Just under 1,100 students are employed in one form or another. I can tell you that of those 1,100 students, about 730 of them are federal work study students, but then there are students who work on this campus that have what are known as cash positions, which is just like any other part-time job. It's really important to add to that entire college experience for a student to have a job while they're on campus and enrolled here at Susquehanna. It gets them involved in many different ways, both with having an actual employer, it helps them with their time management skills. And it helps them offset, the costs of college a lot of times. It helps students learn to save. It helps them learn to spend their money wisely and what, the value of a dollar is when they've earned it. But I also think that it's pretty important in their time here to actually, build a resume and say that they've been working while they're on campus. We find that employers find that it's important that a student's been working in college and adding that to their whole experience too.
With tuition only getting higher, our investigation's findings have led us to conclude that federal work study will become even more relevant in the lives of students for years to come at Susquehanna.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Charlie's Coffee House, a nice and relaxing place to go after a long day of classes. Located at the lower level of Jagenstein Campus Center. Coffee, snacks, and entertainment galore almost every night of the week. Sunday Sundays, Wing Night Mondays, Movie Night Wednesdays, and even live performances. Catch up with friends, play a card game, or decompress with coffee. Charlie's is the place for you.
I love
We love Charlie's.
WQSU is the radio voice of Susquehanna University. The station provides a range of programming from all types of music to coverage of student athletic events. WQSU is the most powerful student-run college radio station in Pennsylvania and reaches a 70-mile radius. You do not have to be an on-air DJ to be a part of WQSU. We have 3 other departments: production, music, and promotions. All majors are welcome, so come out and join WQSU.
Welcome to Distinctive Hair Designs, located at 29 North Market Street. It is a friendly and professional environment that offers many services for men, women, and children. special discounts are offered to Susquehanna students throughout the school year. So call in today at 570-374-2752 and set up an appointment. We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome back. Let's check in with Brian Kelly on what the weather will be like in the next few days. Brian?
Thanks, Carolyn and Nicole. Let's take a look at this week's weather forecast. This week won't be the most optimal of weeks, but you'll be experiencing some pretty mild weather regardless. On Monday, we'll be starting out with a high of 45 and a low of 32, moving into Tuesday with some rain and highs in the 50s and lows in the 20s. Wednesday into Friday is looking to be around high 50s, and we should be moving into the weekend expecting to see temperatures much warmer than those of this week. Thanks so much for stopping by this morning. I'm Brian Kelly, and this has been your Susquehanna University and Selinsgrove area weather forecast.
Our next story is about SU Dance Corps. We got a chance to talk to the Vice President of Dance Corps about her lyrical class. Let's take a look.
Dance Corps is a student-run dance company here at Susquehanna. The executive board as well as the choreographers are all students. We got a chance to sit down with the Vice President of Dance Corps, Sydney Costa, to talk about one of the 2 dance classes that she had the opportunity to teach this year.
My lyrical class this year is performing Chandelier, which is a song by Sia. It's loosely inspired by the music video that is pretty famous. Lyrical is a form of dance, and in my class it's basically a mix between contemporary and ballet. So I use some of classical ballet and some more contemporary looking moves. So that's why we were able to incorporate that with Chandelier. So we use a couch and we do a lot of running around looking crazy. I chose Chandelier because obviously the music video was a huge inspiration. I love watching dancers and I love just being inspired by dancers, so for me that was the first choice just because it was such a artful, dance-filled video. It can be pretty stressful to be a choreographer. You're pretty much dedicating a lot of your time to your dancers and making sure that they look good for the end of the year. So, I mean, it's pretty rewarding to see it all come together at the end of the year.
Sydney, along with many other students in Dance Corps, prepare all year for Showcase.
Showcase is just us kind of showing off all the stuff that we've been working on all year, all the classes put together, a dance number of some kind, and that's just us showing it to the community and letting everyone else see what we've been working so hard on. Dance season for us begins at the beginning of the year. We start in September and we continue dancing up until the week of Showcase. So basically we spend pretty much the whole year, depending on when Showcase is, practicing and hosting dance classes.
Dance Corps Showcase was this past Saturday. All the dancers did well, and Sydney's lyrical dance was definitely one to remember.
Wow, what an awesome dance. It's cool to hear how choreographers get their inspiration. Now over to Carolyn with our hot topics of the week.
Thank you, Nicole. Let's get into this week's Hot Topics. Olympian and Keeping Up with the Kardashians star Bruce Jenner's anticipated interview with Diane Sawyer will air Friday, April 4th at 9 p.m. The 2-hour special will take you into the reality star's mind and how he came to the decision for such a drastic transformation. Jenner broke the news to his daughters and stepdaughters back in January that he was transforming into a woman. After revealing this life-changing decision, he made 2 requests to the girls: to stop calling him Bruce and to use the new name he has chosen. And if anyone asks about him, to respond with Bruce is in a very good and happy place. Bruce made this revelation in front of the cameras and will be aired on episode 13 of the current season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. There is still no air date yet, but you can follow his transition in a reality docudrama that will chronicle the whole transformation. Taylor Swift took to Tumblr last week to inform her fans about something happening a little too close to home. The results came in, and I'm saddened to tell you that my mom has been diagnosed with cancer. Swift writes, "I'd like to keep the details of her condition and treatment plans private, but she wanted you to know." She writes that for Christmas, her and her brother asked their mom to screen for any health issues just to ease some worries. Swift's mother said she felt perfectly fine, but went anyway so her children would stop pestering her about it. Hashtag Pray for Mama Swift was trending on Twitter last Thursday, and many fans sent out heartwarming tweets to the pop star. Even singer Lady Gaga tweeted at Swift saying, "God bless you and your mama and family. We'll all be praying." Aaron Hernandez, former tight end for the New England Patriots, was found guilty of first-degree murder Wednesday, April 15th, after 7 days of deliberation. He was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility for parole. Hernandez, 25, was charged with the murder of Odin Lloyd, a 27-year-old semi-professional football player who was found shot 6 times in a pit near Hernandez's home in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, back in 2013. The prosecution took more than 2 months and called more than 100 witnesses. While the defense's case lasted only a day, included 3 witnesses. Hernandez could still face a trial on other charges for fatally shooting 2 men outside of a nightclub in 2012. There is still no trial date set for that.
We'll be right back after these short messages.
I chose Susquehanna because it seemed like a place that I could always call my home.
I chose Susquehanna because you get to build great relationships with all of your professors.
I love Susquehanna because I'm so much more than just a number.
Are you ready to live the good life? Are you ready for a transformation inside and out? Well, It Works is the solution for you.
Hey guys, I'm Gabrielle Lang and I'm an It Works distributor. It Works is a direct marketing company that sells wraps and supplements that'll get your body in the best shape you've been in a while. It Works Global provides customers with all natural products for weight loss, skincare, and other overall health needs. Brand new It Works energy drink is way better than any Red Bull or Monster you're gonna get in the store. There's no artificial flavors in this, and it's also packed with B12 vitamin, 400% of your daily need of vitamin B, and biotin for your hair, skin, and nails. So if you're ready for a new you should visit my website, healthfreakchic.com.
Are you tired of greasy, fattening food? Do you want something fresh and healthy, but don't have the time to make a home-cooked meal? The new Greens to Go at Benny's has just the food for you. Pick from the menu or make your own salad or wrap. With crisp lettuce, fresh veggies, and over 11 dressings to choose from, there's something for everyone. Add grilled chicken, seasoned steak, broiled salmon, or tofu to complete your lunch. Now that you can get your greens to go, eating healthy isn't hard at Susquehanna.
Welcome back. Now over to our sports reporter, Bridget Rafter, who has all the scoop for you on all things sports here at SU.
It has been a great week for Susquehanna athletics so far. First up, the Susquehanna women's lacrosse team took on Elizabethtown in a midweek conference matchup. The Lady Crusaders jumped out to a 9-0 lead against Elizabethtown College and never looked back en route to an 18-8 conference victory. The men's baseball team also picked up 2 wins on the road against Albright due to some outstanding pitching and hot bats throughout the whole entire lineup. Finally, men's lacrosse had an overtime victory against Scranton with a score of 8-7. This win secures the men's spot in the Landmark Conference playoffs. All Susquehanna spring teams will be back in action this weekend, so make sure to check back for updates on game times and locations tomorrow. Staying on the topic of sports, Susquehanna, along with all other NCAA Division III athletics, took part in Division III Week, which was held from Monday, April 6th to Sunday, April 12th. Division III Week was created in order to observe and celebrate the impact of athletics of student athletes on the campus and surrounding communities. During this week, every Division III school and conference is encouraged to conduct some type of activity that falls into one of 3 categories: academics, athletics, or leadership. Susquehanna student athletes took it upon themselves to create a video to reinforce their understanding that they are not just athletes and will be going pro in something other than their sport. This video was released on the university website and received tremendous amounts of positive feedback. Let's take a look.
I am very thrilled that Susquehanna was a charter member of NCAA's formation of Division III some 41 years ago. As a former Division III student athlete back in the old days, I can tell you that I know from the beginning that the formation of Division III was about the creation of opportunities where students could be both serious student athletes and engaged in academic programs and other activities in a variety of ways. Susquehanna, I think, represents the very best of what's possible in intercollegiate athletics, and I'm thrilled to have this opportunity for you to meet and to hear about why Division III is such a great opportunity for student athletes.
I'm Mike Riceretto, and I'm an outfielder.
I'm Alex Price, and I'm a runner.
I'm Brianna Murphy, and I'm a center fielder.
I'm Pat Brown, and I'm a runner.
I'm Dylan Moore, and I'm a swimmer.
I'm Bridget Rafter, and I'm a first baseman.
The primary mission for all of our staff in Susquehanna Athletics is to help support our student athletes in getting a degree. We want our student athletes to be successful, and we strive for championships in each and every sport. In the end, we believe we're preparing our student athletes for a life of achievement, leadership, and service, and they'll be well equipped to compete post-graduation from Susquehanna University.
I chose Susquehanna University and their Division III program because they provide their student athletes with the best balance between academics and athletics.
I think Susquehanna Athletics as a D3 program is so great, and the reason why I chose it is because of this family and community atmosphere Susquehanna creates for all students, not just their athletes.
Got that small school feel to it. That's where I came from, small Catholic school from New Jersey. And you really just get to know everyone that's around here.
Coming to Susquehanna really gave me a great opportunity to start or continue a charity called Bringing Hope Home, where me and my teammates come together to run a basketball charity fundraiser to benefit somebody in the local area that has cancer.
Our team has traveled to California, Chicago, and Atlanta, as well as many other regional universities in my tenure. We are given the opportunity to truly be student athletes.
As a varsity athlete and a member of ROTC, the flexibility of the Division III athletic program makes it easy for me to balance all of my responsibilities.
As a D3 school, Susquehanna has given me the opportunity to be a two-sport athlete, as well as succeed in the classroom.
The knowledge and experience I have gained inside and outside the classroom are something that I will use and cherish for the rest of my life. My name is Alex Price, and I am a future business leader.
I'm Hillary Kaiser, and I'm going to be a middle school teacher.
Army aviator.
Businessman.
Sports broadcasting professional.
A broadcast journalist.
A PR specialist in New York City.
Our student athletes take great pride in their sport, yet realize life after graduation is more than just athletics. Susquehanna and Division III allow you to prepare for the future while also enjoying your present. That's why we wear the orange and maroon, and that's why D3.
Now let's take a look at one sport in particular. Our very own Caitlin Doyle got a closer look at the Susquehanna men's rugby team.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Doyle, and we are at the men's rugby practice where they are gearing up to head to nationals this weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the team's first time making the National Sweet 16s, where they will be competing to qualify for the Final Four later this year. We spoke to Captain Alex Holderbaum, a senior, and Coach Dr. Niles about what they were looking to accomplish in North Carolina, and they both had one hope: to be victorious.
Well, obviously we want to win both games. If we win both games, we go to Glendale, Colorado for the Final Four.
They are both very proud of and excited for their team.
Oh, I'm immensely proud of the boys. A lot of hard work has gone into this, from the guys that have been out here playing for 4 years to the guys that showed up on campus this past year. A lot of hard work in the gym, on the field, and the mental aspects as well.
I'm the guy that's kind of representing them, and to be able to do that with such a great group, I'm really thankful for that.
The boys even got the privilege of being coached by Lance Connolly, the women's rugby coach for Mount St. Mary's. This was a huge opportunity as Connolly has coached at the U.S. national level. We sat down with senior Aaron Trait to discuss what made this season so successful compared to the others and how teamwork is a big contributing factor.
A big reason why we were able to advance into nationals this year is just from dedication and hard work and our commitment to team bonding and stuff like that, and just winning. We never got down on each other. We were always it was always a group effort. There was no individual person that stood out. Each game we all worked together as a team and never fought against each other, and it was probably the most out of all my athletic sports teams I've ever been a part of. It was probably the closest knit team I've ever been a part of, and which helped us, propelled us to win the EPRU championship and make it to the stage in nationals.
We wish the best of luck to the boys this weekend.
3, 1, 2, 3. SU Rugby!
Congrats to the rugby boys and their hard work this season. Well, that's all we have for you guys today.
Thank you for joining us, and remember to tune in tomorrow for more news here on GMS. Bye.